Hello, everyone. Nice to be with you again for a new Impact Talk. I'm here today with Sandra Maynard. Sandra is the Pro Vice Chancellor of Global Affairs of the University of the West Indies. And we're going to talk a little bit about education in the SDGs, in the Sustainable Development Goals. So, Sandra, tell us a little bit about how is the university incorporating the Sustainable Development Goals through the International School for Development Justice?
Thank you, Cristina, and greetings to everyone. We have launched and will be launching this year, September, a suite of courses for the International School for Development Justice in partnership with IDB Invest. We felt the need to ensure that we provide graduate programs to ensure that people feel that they can, in fact, be educated in the SDGs. One of those elements is that we have a suite covering all of the SDGs. Like many other institutions will adapt their courses to reflect that, but we have done a suite of courses, and that stems from micro-credentials all the way up to a full master's course. And we begin those because we want to ensure that those who are already in the workspace feel they have the confidence and with the education and the research and the knowledge behind them to be able to implement that within their chosen industries.
That is fantastic, but you're not doing this alone, right? I mean, besides us, you may have some partners. Can you tell us a little bit about the partnerships?
Well, we work with the partnerships, and part of the university, we have a number of partnerships globally. So, for example, we will be working with other partner institutions. We'll also be working with NGOs. We'll also be working with other stakeholders that feel that it's an important element to comply with the Sustainable Development Goals. So, for example, we are working with the United Nations, for example, Jeffrey Sachs, very well-known name in the area. So we will have many experts contributing to the entirety of those courses. And of course, because those courses are going to be completely online, we want to make sure that everyone who's participating in that gets a full experience. So they have the knowledge, the application, and the ability to really analyze the importance of the SDGs within their chosen subject matter. The other part of that is we have a number of MOUs, for example. We work with, for example, the University of Glasgow as part of social justice and reparatory justice. We also work with a number of other institutions, for example, Newcastle on oceanography. And so what we do is we work with those who see the sheer importance, the significant importance of that, because, of course, we are in a region that is deeply affected by climate change. And as part of the Global Universities Consortium, we are the lead on SDG 13. So it's very important that we continue that work and educating those in that area.
That's fantastic, Sandrea. But tell us a little bit, how is these SDGs aligned with the university's purpose? What is the motivation for the university to launch this important school just for the Sustainable Development Goals?
Well, the university's history is we are the premier regional university of the entire English-speaking Caribbean. So we make sure that we educate all 17 English-speaking regions, but we also work alongside our Latin American partners and the rest of the world. Climate change has had a detrimental effect on our region in many, many ways. We're seeing increasing incidents when it comes to hurricanes, when it comes to excessive rain and the impacts of that. And so we have, I would say, a significant number of experts within our region, and we feel that that level of intellect And that level of expertise is something that we share globally. So, for example, we have a number of professors that have contributed to the IPCC report, and that's an intergovernmental report. So we feel that that expertise should certainly be shared globally along with our partners.
And now, putting you a little bit on the spot, can you tell us which ones are going to be the first one that you're launching?
Right.
I mean, if you can just give us a sneak peek.
I'm going to give us a little snippet. We're going to have our first courses launching in September. Will be the MSc in Climate Studies. We're going to have an MSc also in Sustainable Entrepreneurship and Innovation, one in Public Health and Informatics, an MSc in Sustainability and Data Analytics, and an MSc in Sustainable Management. The rest of the master's courses will then follow in our launch in January, and that will include areas around gender, social justice, education. All of those areas will be covered in that way.
Well, all of the SDGs.
Every single last one of them. And one of the most important ones, SDG 17, of course, is partnerships. And that is, as a result of our partnerships, is making sure that we can, of course, provide this to everyone on a global level. So, excellence, and we are definitely continuing to strive in that vein.
I know the UWI is one of the most prestigious universities in terms of climate research, right? So that would be probably the most important one in of the trainings, but
It is indeed. The Times Higher Education, we know that they do their reports and their analysis worldwide. We're one of the top universities, and also one of the top universities for impact. We certainly are in the region. We're in the top 1% within the Latin American and Caribbean region, but we are certainly number one in the region. So we are very proud of that. We have a number of significant levels of expertise available, and we're harnessing all of that to ensure that we're going to produce a master's qualification that's going to help people. And when I say that, I say it in this way. We talk about climate change, we talk about the importance of that, and a lot of people say, well, how do we do it? So we are contributing in our way by way of education. The president of IDB spoke earlier today about the importance of areas like research towards climate change and climate studies. And we have that level of expertise that we are happy to export globally.
And you told me earlier that you have an approach for the education where the people that are getting this education are going to be ready to apply this education to their ordinary jobs. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, what we're doing is, because of course it's online, it means that those who come to study with us can study alongside with their work. Things around the assessment methodology will mean that they can actually be really productive to their employers. So they can do their research projects around their company, their organization. The importance of sustainability within their organization will also be part and parcel of their learning curve. So we make sure that we are adapting that. And of course, for those that want to come to the Caribbean, we have our 4 campuses, so they are welcome to come when they're doing their research. If they wish to come down and spend a semester or a month, we can certainly accommodate them at any of our 4 landed campuses. But if they wish to stay online, they will be part of our global campus. And our global campus, which the ISDJ falls into, they are there for online support. They do an excellent job, excellent experts in there that can support online learning.
That is fantastic. I'm personally willing to join one of these courses. You'll be one of your first students.
I would love to have that. That would be excellent. And I would just encourage anyone to just think about it, because this is for yourself as well. There's so much, and I say every day is a school day. Every day should be something that you should be learning. And really, each of us have to take our singular responsibilities when it comes to the future of our planet. And I know lots of people say, oh, is it really that bad? Do we really have to do those things? Yes, we do. And being educated in this area will certainly help you to understand the importance and what contribution you can make. And if we all make an effort, guess what? We get a great result.
It has to start by ourselves, right?
Indeed.
Struggling.
Indeed.
Well, so thank you very much, Sandrea. It has been wonderful and wonderful to show you how IDB Invest is contributing to the sustainable development goals in any possible way, and by education, which is precisely one of our areas of work. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much to IDB Invest. Great partner. Looking forward to continued work with you and to the success of the International School for Development Justice. Thank you.